While traditional pop icons hand over up to 80% of their digital streaming revenue to corporate executives, Lucy Thomas has engineered a highly automated independent empire that retains every single dollar of her global worth. Good evening and welcome back to this exclusive economic briefing on Alone. Tonight, our investigative unit cracks open the highly classified financial metrics that are currently redefining the survival tactics of the modern creative class. For generations, the mainstream entertainment apparatus maintained a standard corporate narrative. An artist could possess the most extraordinary vocal talent on earth, but without a multi-million-dollar institutional loan from a major record label, generating a self-sustaining fortune was mathematically impossible. However, the current 2026 fiscal season has forced institutional economists to completely rewrite their textbooks. Lucy Thomas has not only bypassed the traditional predatory contracts we exposed in our previous reports, she has successfully built a highly optimized, independent direct-to-consumer music empire that is generated to hit million-dollar valuations completely outside the Hollywood ecosystem. Our newsroom has analyzed the distribution pipelines of her brand-new 2026 studio album, Portrait. Unlike mainstream artists who only receive a minuscule fraction of a cent per stream after corporate deductions, Lucy's operational infrastructure ensures that 100% of her master recording sales, digital streaming royalties, and physical merchandising lines flow directly back into her own sovereign business treasury. Tonight, we break down the hidden financial architecture of this independent empire, exposing the exact revenue blueprint that has left legacy media executives completely frozen out of the profits. By launching her own sovereign subscription infrastructure in 2026, Lucy Thomas did not just she built a private, recurring financial ecosystem that corporate gatekeepers cannot legally touch. To truly map the sheer scale of this independent financial disruption, our investigative report must look closely at the decentralized monetization tools deployed by her management in early 2026. Historically, major labels held ultimate power because they controlled the access points to mass distribution. If an artist wanted to reach their audience, they had to accept the corporate terms dictated by major tech platforms and record labels. Recognizing this systemic vulnerability, Lucy Thomas's team executed a brilliant tactical shift by officially launching a sovereign, direct-to-consumer platform Via, completely cutting out the institutional middlemen. Our digital media analysts calculate that by transforming casual listeners into direct, recurring monthly micro-investors, her operation has effectively immunized itself against unpredictable streaming algorithm adjustments and unfair corporate distribution rates. This decentralized fortress ensures consistent, predictable capital flow that allows her to self-fund elite-tier studio sessions, manufacture high-end physical assets like her latest Portrait vinyl collector's editions, and launch international European concert tour across France and Switzerland without ever borrowing a single dollar from a corporate bank. The terrifying realization for the major label syndicates is that her financial dependency on them has officially dropped to zero, creating a dangerous blueprint where top-tier artists can successfully run full-scale global operations entirely from a private, decentralized digital desk. The multi-million-dollar marketing machines of Hollywood are failing because they cannot compete with the near-zero overhead costs of an authentic, independent digital network. Our independent broadcast now turns to the acute macroeconomic crisis facing traditional entertainment syndicates as they attempt to compete with the lean operational model of independent creators. In the legacy entertainment framework, a major record label must allocate vast percentages of its quarterly capital toward massive corporate overheads, including high-rise office leases in New York, artificial advertising campaigns, and massive legal teams designed to police compliance. Consequently, for a mainstream album to be deemed financially viable by corporate boards, It must generate tens of millions of dollars in raw consumer revenue just to break even. In stark contrast, the Lucy Thomas independent model operates with incredibly lean, hyper-efficient digital overhead costs. Because her primary promotional vehicle relies entirely on high retention, organic digital videos that consistently capture millions of views globally, her marketing acquisition cost is practically non-existent. When an independent artist can release an album like Portrait, feature brilliant collaborations with elite independent talents like her sister, and immediately capture global chart dominance with near-zero traditional promotional spending, the financial math of Hollywood completely collapses. Major record label executives are experiencing intense cognitive dissonance because they are realizing that their massive, heavily funded corporate infrastructure is no longer an asset. It is a crushing financial liability that cannot compete with pure, organic digital efficiency. The million-dollar independent rise of Lucy Thomas proves that in the modern digital age, ownership is the ultimate form of creative and financial liberation. As we draw tonight's definitive economic update to a close, the data confirms an undeniable structural paradigm shift. The financial monopoly once held by the gatekeepers of the traditional music industry has been completely dismantled. Lucy Thomas's million-dollar independent empire stands as an unassailable monument of creative victory, showing a clear path forward for thousands of emerging musicians around the globe. The economic rules of entertainment have been completely rewritten, and the sovereign relationship between an authentic artist and a dedicated global community has officially proven to be more powerful than any corporate boardroom in existence. Now, the Alone investigative desk opens the floor to our international business community. Do you believe that decentralized membership networks will completely replace major record labels by the end of 2026? How should the next generation of musical talents structure their independent business empires to survive this corporate shift? Leave your detailed, analytical perspectives and insights in the comment section below. Ensure that you click the like button and subscribe immediately to the Alone channel to secure your permanent access to our ongoing deep dive investigative broadcasts, accurate corporate media analytics, and industry breakdowns. This is your live report from the Alone Global Desk. Thank you for your continued international viewership, and we will see you in our next definitive broadcast.